Hey friends and fellow thinkers, I believe creation is the key to learning. So I built this system in Tana called Snack with the purpose to help us create our own stuff. Snack is an acronym for sources, notes, creation, and knowledge. The A in Snack is for atomic creation, which is the method that we use to get through the system. So what is atomic creation? Atomic creation is a process where we deconstruct knowledge into smaller components so we can reassemble them into our own knowledge and creations. We can think of this process as having three components. First, we break down knowledge into our own nodes. Then, we develop and combine nodes to create our knowledge clusters and understanding. And third, we explore our knowledge and outline our thoughts and notes to create our own stuff. And the ultimate goal of this process is to make us think and learn. So now, let's get into the walkthrough of Snack. When following the template link, we get this pop-up with information about the template content. We choose the workspace where we want this content to live and click Add to Home. Now the Snack system is installed and ready to use in your Tana. Along the top, we have 5 tabs including an introduction, demos, and instructions. Let's take a closer look inside the tab What is Snack, where we'll find the super tag hierarchy. Super tag hierarchy shows how all super tags in the Snack system extend from one of the 4 parts. This makes for a very flexible and customizable system. You can easily add new tags by extending them from one of the parent tags. Inside knowledge, concept also extends to framework and mental model. Now let's move over to using the template. At the very top you'll find the Snack dashboard. The dashboard includes a set of searches that collect all tag nodes in your system. So let's add it to our sidebar with Command K pin node. Since we often work in the daily node in Tana, let's also add it to the day tag. Copy the Snack dashboard with Command C and go over to your daily node in your workspace. Click the day super tag to configure it and paste the dashboard in the tag template with Command V. Now the dashboard is available in the day node also for your future days. The Snack dashboard is also structured into the 4 parts of the system. Within each of the tabs, you'll find searches that capture all nodes in the system, so you can navigate wherever you want from here. Now that we have the Snack system set up in Tana, let's take a closer look at the 3 components of the atomic creation process. As we know, the first component is to break down knowledge into our own nodes. To get the source into Tana, I like to use the Raycast extension for my Readwise account. For this example, I'll copy the highlights from an article I've read on procrastination. Let's start by adding the article super tag. I want to keep track of the publisher of the article, so I'll add my first additional field to the Snack system. I'll set the field to be an instance type that takes my publisher super tag. This article was published by Harvard Business Review, so I'll add that to the field. If we look inside the Snack dashboard, we'll see that the article pops up under New Sources. Now we're getting into the magic of the system. Let's start by adding some values to our related knowledge field. The most obvious topic is procrastination, so I'll start by adding that. When adding a new knowledge node, I move it to the library before tagging it. We're going to be doing this a lot, so let's set up a custom keyword shortcut. I'll go for option L. Now, using our newly made shortcut, we move the node to the library of our workspace and add the topic tag. Let's relate procrastination to the productivity area. You can look for other related knowledge that might be discussed in the article by bringing up the source options with spacebar. Habits is a good one, and it's already related to the productivity area. I'll also add 2 new topics from this source that interest me, emotions and discipline. Let's move both to the library and tag them with topic. I want to relate emotions to a new area in my system, psychology. Let's send a node to our library and tag it area. I'll relate discipline to both psychology and productivity. After filling the related knowledge field for the source, we're ready to tag our highlights. To be effective, we can use the select children command so all our highlights are tagged at the same time. All 17 super tags in the Snack system has the related knowledge field, and children get the same value in their field as their parent has. This enables us to see the children in context of the parent, and we can adjust from there. For this highlight, I don't think habits and discipline are relevant anymore, so I'll remove them from the field. Instead, I'll add the concept of emotional granularity, which the highlight mentions. After adjusting the highlight, we have a good picture of what it's really about, and it's time for us to create atomic notes. My first note will be on emotional granularity. Just like before, the atomic note gets the same values as the highlight it's inspired by, so let's update it to reflect its content. I'll go through the rest of the highlights and write atomic notes in super speed. We have managed to turn our highlights into atomic notes. Now, let's see if we can develop and combine our atomic notes to create synthesis notes. After writing notes on all the highlights, I like to check off the source, which changes the status and moves the article to process sources in the dashboard. Now, let's explore our dashboard to see if any of our atomic notes can be combined into a new synthesis note. This is just one of many approaches to look for relations and develop our knowledge. Synthesis notes can be created wherever you want. I'll create mine in the day node this time. I found two nodes I want to combine to create a new node, so let's reference them in the based on field of the synthesis nodes. Let's also add the related knowledge that this synthesis node will be about. I'll add learning and habits for now. A synthesis node is a node that combines several nodes together to show a connection or a pattern that develops our knowledge. We can think of it as a chemical synthesis where we combine several atoms together and where the product is not just the sum of the atoms, but a new product that is based on them. After finishing the node, I decide to add a third atomic node to the based on field. And that's our first synthesis node created. They can develop over time and we can expand on them in the children nodes if needed. In all nodes, we can find the synthesis nodes they have been part of creating in the synthetic product search. The final component is to explore and create. Let's take a look at how we can do that. A content outline can be created wherever fits you best in the moment. They will always show up in the dashboard. I'll create it in the daily node and expand the node so we can focus in on creating. As usual, we begin by adding some related knowledge. This will make us think about what we want to cover in this piece, and it will give a nice gateway to knowledge exploration. I start by referencing the synthesis node we created through an @search for the synthesis node tag plus habits. Then I write some plain text before I do a search to find nodes with text procrastination. I use Shift-Tab on the nodes I want to make references appear in the outline. In the content outline, the stage is really yours. There are no rules other than putting words and references on the canvas. Another way to explore your system is to go through the related knowledge. Here I find what I'm looking for quick, but you could also explore the depths of your relations by diving further into the cluster explorers. It's also super easy to move nodes in your outline around. That's it for this video. Hope you have fun with the snack system. See you next time.